Hi everyone, welcome back to Spiritual Growth Tarot. I'm Denise and this reading is for Saturday, October 17th. So, aligning with the laws of love, let's see what we need to know for the day. Okay. So we have the Nine of Swords, the Ten of Cups reversed, and the Knight of Wands. Well, so for the Nine of Swords, sometimes that means just waking up with a headache, like maybe we didn't drink enough water the night before or the day before. Like, it's an accumulative thing with needing enough water for the brain. I guess the brain is like 92%, water, and it's the first thing to get dehydrated. So I always upload these videos a day early, so I would say on Friday, let's make sure that we're fully hydrated so that Saturday doesn't bring this card in and we can ignore it if it is, the headache realm. If it's not a headache, the Nine of Swords has to do with sometimes just being a little depressed. There can be some high anxiety sometimes, or any little type of anxiety. Maybe even an anxiety attack. If that happens, what I've learned is that with my clients have taught me so much about how to handle anxiety, and they unanimously say that in order to get out of an anxiety attack, it's really helpful to just stop and do a lot of really deep breathing, to get back inside the body, down deep into your hips and pelvis, and feel your feet on the floor. That helps to get into the present moment, and then in that present moment is when everything can be okay. You can get back to that place where you know that you're okay. So if that's what's happening, I'm sure you can find even more. I'm sure that there are meditations out there for anxiety online. I'm just absolutely certain that many wise souls have created those types of meditations. I don't know of one personally to recommend, but I just can't imagine that there aren't many out there. But the Nine of Swords has to do with with letting go of the past. And if this has to do with maybe waking up from a nightmare, like maybe you get woken up in the middle of the night by a nightmare, that can be, possibly what happens. It's helpful to just, again, go back to the breath, take some deep breaths and let it go. If you can remember what it was about, enough of what it was about, which, with nightmares usually we do, it's helpful to write those things down, because they are just like, what do they say, postcards bubbling up from the subconscious, and it can help you access a fear that you need to clear out. So that may be what's going on. With the Ten of Cups reversed, that has to do with some little unhappiness within the family, or maybe there's been a broken relationship, or at the very least just a place where you're not in the same it's like not having the same values as someone that's in your family, which, oh boy, that's happening all over, right? I mean, there are so many people that let me know what that's like to have a family member, let's say a family member who's like really for the whole Trump administration and for him. Well, going through a relationship like that with a family member that you love dearly, that really does feel like a nightmare. So that may be partly what's going on with some of you. And if that's the case, just take heart. With the Knight of Wands, it's really important to just go with the beat of your own drum here. Be in your own power. Don't let anybody's false beliefs or hatred or prejudice or racism or whatever all the reasons are, fear. that someone might like follow Trump, or if it's not about Trump and it has to do with a breakup of a relationship of any type. The important thing with the Knight of Wands is to really remember that focus on the long term. Focus on the long term. That's the guidance I'm getting there. Focus on what matters to you most, and to try and see the big picture, because if you're back in alignment, with your own values, and you know that deep down inside you know how to do happy, loving relationship, then you can just let it go. Let it go. Maybe this is a message to like throw on some tribal dance music and dance it out of your body. Or put on some type of music with a lot of beats that can just kind of clear it out, and use your breath and to let it go. And even though I didn't pull a card here that has to do with healthy boundaries, I think that with these cards reversed, and coupled with the Nine of Swords, I really think that the message has to do with just letting it go, because we're at this point, the tens are just a complete, like, it's more than a culmination. With the nines, it's a you're done. So if you're done, then just see the big picture, and then open up to all the love and truth and beauty that can be in a happy, loving, healthy relationship. And for those family members or partnerships that were dissolving because of these differences of values, it's really important just to love them and let them go. Like, kind of just love them from far away, because this looks like something is truly over. It's gone beyond the breaking point, and it's done. But to see the big picture, because when this energy, life force that you've been giving to this energy, when it's out of your life, then your life opens up in a whole new way for all the love that you truly deserve. And you don't want to waste any energy on anything like that anymore. Don't waste any energy on anything that brings you grief. And I mean, of course, grieve and feel whatever you need to heal. You have to feel it in order to heal it. But just don't stay within this place for too long, because if you don't feel all the feelings, you can get depressed. So this card is always a bit of a there's the guidance to make sure you feel everything, and even high anxiety, those are just fears that we haven't faced. And there's nothing wrong with it. It's just that it's something that we have to face. And then we really can turn these cards right side up and be in a really happy relationship with ourselves. And then of course we'll have a new relationship that mirrors this new place that we're in. And then we move forward. We move forward going in a way that brings a whole new passion. This is a very passionate card, and it also has to do with taking action and like a new adventure of life. A new adventure of life. So I think I'll leave you with that, and you guys have a wonderful weekend and take good care. Okay, bye.